Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hello if you're new. My name is Amy and every month this year I'm going to be doing an empties video talking about the products I've finished up in the month we've just had. I did this in 2020 and all of those videos are in an empties playlist so you can check them all out. And today I have a whole bag of empty products to talk about. There's some crossover between December and January because I didn't do a video at the end of last month. So there's a few products that have kind of made its way into the January one, but there wasn't tons to talk about in December anyway, so I thought I'll just put them in this one. So without further ado, let's get straight into the products. I'm going to dive into this bag. I can't actually remember everything that's in here, so I'm going to chat to you whether or not I liked the product, whether or not I would repurchase it. And I think these types of videos are so important in an industry that really encourages consumption of products. No one necessarily talks about the final product as much as first impressions and hauls, so that's kind of what I want to do with these videos. So let's jump into it. So the first thing, I start almost every video with one of these. These are the Lidl's bubble baths. This is the herbal soak one, very lavendery, helps me sleep really well. You can probably tell that we've started another lockdown in the UK because there's a lot of bath products in here. I love having baths to just like wind down, chill out and just look after myself a little bit. So this has come in, as always repurchase these. They're like 50p, so good. Next up is one of the Radox Muscle Soak Bath Therapy Salts. These are amazing if you suffer with back pain. So I typically use the whole box in a bath, which sounds very excessive. I think you can get probably 4, 5, even 6 baths out of them depending on how little you use, but I'm someone that likes to put the entire box in my bath. I then have a really long soak in the bath, and I find that my back, if I'm in pain, I've had a child who is now 2 years and almost 2 months old, but I still have back problems from her birth, and I find that when my back problems are getting particularly bad, if I have a long soak in the bath with a box full of these in the bath, it makes such a big difference. So affordable, so cheap. So if you have back problems similar to mine, then grab yourself some of these and just put the whole thing in and just soak up all of the goodness, and it just feels so good. So these are another one that I finished off. I had tons of baths in December. Christmas time is like my favourite time to have baths. So yeah, this is another one I have finished off. Next up are the Function of Beauty shampoo and conditioners. I did a whole review video that was non-sponsored, completely honest about these. So I'll have that linked above if you want to check that out. Really in depth on how I found the experience. They're quite pricey, but ultimately I loved these so much. I also have a discount code for anyone that wants to try them out. It's 20% off. I'll leave it down below. Should you want to check it out, you obviously don't have to, but I really like these. And you know what, since I've now moved on to my Olaplex shampoo and conditioner, which I'm basically testing out to do a full review like I did for these guys, I have noticed negative differences between using the Olaplex ones to these so far, and so that whole process I'm going to talk about in a bit more detail. But specifically, these were so good at stopping my hair from getting greasy, and that's something that I haven't seen continued. So if you suffer from greasy hair, or you're someone that really wants to look after the condition of your hair, genuinely I recommend these, and I really do rate them. I'm gutted I finished them, but perhaps in the future I'll pick them up again because they were so good. And the only reason I haven't picked them up again is because I try so many different products on my channel. But I think that when I stop testing things, then these are definitely ones I would go back to, or I would like to just have in my stash. So Function of Beauty I really like, and I'm gutted I finished these in all honesty because they were so nice. Next up is another Lidl's basic product, and this is their deodorant. I really like this. I find that this is probably one of the strongest deodorants. I go between this one and branded ones, but this is just the one I finished off. Not too much to talk about deodorant, but did the job really well, really affordable, and yeah, I really liked it. Next up, I finished a cleanser, and I loved using this when I was having a bath and I just managed to really scrub my face and I was doing like a full exfoliation. I loved using this. This is the Rose Cream Cleanser from Pixi. very fortunate that I'm on the Pixie PR list, and so I get to try a range of their different products, and this is one for me that really agreed with my skin and just really plumped it. Especially over winter, I've felt particularly dehydrated. I think especially with staying home a lot more with the heating on, your skin is reacting very differently, and so this cream cleanser really hydrated my skin again, put the moisture back in, and was a really lovely experience. Smell amazing, in all honesty. I really like the smell, and I really like their rose products. I have tried different ones and I like some, I don't like others, but this cleanser is one I would definitely recommend. Pixie is one of those brands that's like mid-level price. If you can catch them on some kind of offer, definitely worth doing it, because this was amazing and lasted ages, in all honesty, so really nice and would recommend it. Next up is some micro needle pads. So these are from the brand Vice Reversa. I spoke about these on Instagram a few months ago because I was sent these to try out, and I have tried them out. Typically I don't suffer from really big spots, which I know is an absolute blessing, but when I have found a spot is like starting to emerge a little bit, I would put one of these patches on and it basically totally went. And there was this one night where I put one on before bed and you could just see like the gunk that came out, which is nice or not nice depending on whether you like that kind of stuff. This basically came with 2 packets and they had like little tiny needles on the patch, which you could feel depending on where you put them on your face. So if you put them on a more delicate area, which I wouldn't recommend, then you could feel the little needles, but I found that then the 3rd time, the 4th time I used them, I couldn't feel anything, and they were really cool actually. I think that it's a great thing to have in your collection just in case. So for example, I'll probably pick up another packet of these just to have in my skincare cupboard, so that, say for example, coming up to my wedding day, if I decide that I might be having a spot, or you know, when you can see something slightly protruding on your skin, stick one of these on and it will just take care of it. And it was so good. I think these are slightly on the more pricey side, but you obviously don't need to use them all the time. I would keep them for emergencies, but they are amazing to have, and I still got through them and tried them out, and I really recommend them because they worked really well. I think because the needles kind of penetrate the skin and get the gunk out, it was good. It was very satisfying. So if you like stuff like that, definitely recommend these. A fake tan I have used up. I've not got any tan on at the moment. I think as soon as we hit that 3rd lockdown, I could not be bothered to tan or anything like that. But before Christmas and leading up to Christmas and that, I did try to make a bit of an effort, and I go back to this all the time. I try so many different tans out, but this summer body one from Garnier, I think people either love it or hate it, and I'm a lover. I really enjoy it. I think it's just so fuss free, and I just don't want to put a tan on to leave for hours to wash off. I have a child, it's not that easy. Whereas if I have a shower, I can put this on after. It's not sticky at all. It has that like protruding fake tan smell, so if you don't like that, you're probably not going to like this, but I get past that because I use the dark one. It gives me a very lovely glow, so easy to use, and you can build it up as well. It doesn't go like that tiger bread feeling because I just exfoliate it off and it just goes away. And so I love this so much, and I need to stock up on some more. I've got one more at the moment, but because I know I'm not going to bother fake tanning until we're out of this lockdown, then I'm just holding on to that. But I will repurchase this probably forever because I do really like this so much. A fragrance favourite of mine has been the Comforter, and I've used this completely up. This is from Lush. This is their body spray. Comforter and Snow Fairy are my 2 favourite scents from Lush. Comforter I think slightly trumps it because you can get it all year round, and this is just gorgeous, and I completely used it up. You get a very good amount in this. So these are, I think, £20 to buy, but you get 200 ml of spray, which is really good. And I also find because it's that potent Lush fragrance, it does stick around on your clothes all day, and I love this. I also have their little perfume version, but to be honest, I would probably choose this over that in the future because I find that this lasts just as long and you get tons and tons in there. These last for ages, so I think they last 4 years from when you buy them, because normally Lush stuff doesn't last forever. So it's got a really long life on it, and I really enjoyed this so much. So If you love the Comfort Earth smell, then I would recommend this spray, and I really want them to make candles because I would just be all over that. I would probably sell them out of comforter candles because it just smells so gorgeous. But yeah, I absolutely love this. Love my clothes smelling like Lush, and would just recommend it to anyone that is looking for a fragrance to try out. Another hair mask, Empty, is the Instant Healthy Hair Strengthening Mask from Knight & Wilson. I did a whole video on this, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. I'll have it linked above if you want to check that out. Ultimately, this was a really great affordable hair mask. It delivered amazing results and just super affordable. Worth a try if you're looking for a hair mask that doesn't break the bank. Really enjoyed it, but check out that video if you want to hear any more information. Next up is a foundation, and this is the L'Oreal True Match one. Obviously not my shade at the moment. This is my tan shade, and I find that when I use the Garnier Summer Body, this foundation matches perfectly, so I always top up this foundation in my drawer, and I think I have 2 more spares. This is the same one as well. I've got one that's unopened, and I've got another one in my makeup bag because I love this colour so much. It's the perfect neutral tan shade. This is in the shade 4.D/4.W in the colour natural, golden natural, and amazing colour. But this is my go-to if ever I have got tan on. This is the foundation I always go to. I love it, and I've used it up, so I 100% would recommend buying these. I don't, funny enough, like it in my normal shade. So the shade I am now, I don't like their foundation on my skin. But when I'm tanned, I find that it layers better. Make that of what you will. I don't think that actually makes too much sense, but I love this so much for when I'm tanned. And so I finished off another one, and of course I will repurchase because I repurchased this probably 10 times so far. Every time I get near like finishing one, I order another. Get them from Superdrug normally, but you can get them in tons of places, and Somewhere always has an offer. Next up is one of Heidi's products, but I definitely enjoyed this probably too much too. This is the Little Angels from Asda Vapor Bath, and this is like a vapor rub in bath form. Oh, just clears congestion so well. So we had a bit of a period of time like 2 weeks ago where we were both so ill, and it was just like the common cold. We were snotty, headachy, fatigued, couldn't be bothered to do anything, and this guy helps so much. So what I do is I'll pour this in her bath and then run hot water to start with, just so that the like fumes are going in the bathroom, shut the door, and it basically like vapors it out, so that's all you're sniffing in. And then I add like cold water so she can get in the bath, and then what I do with the same evening is once she's gone to bed, I have a bath and I use it too, and it just cleared the sinuses so well. And so if you are kind of on the hunt for like a vapor rub or Albus oil, smells the same as that, super affordable, and I definitely like it. It was my guilty pleasure I think this Christmas because just getting coldy was horrible, so this was really good to have. Okay, so I've got 2 products to talk about. One questionable wrapping choice, but it's the Pears translucent soap, and that's what I use to do soap brows. I did my brow lamination a couple of videos ago, and it just didn't really stick on my eyebrow hairs. I found that a couple of days after, my hairs kind of, if I brushed them in place they'd stay, but the lamination didn't last, so I still needed to go through it with my soap to just like hold the like hairs in place, and it's kind of what I've done on my hairs today. It's not anything amazing because I don't have tons of eyebrow hair, but I do prefer the placement when I use this. And so I finished one off, which I'm actually surprised how quickly I got through it. I use the soap and I spray a bit of fixing spray on the soap. I massage in a spoolie and then I brush out my brows, and then I just go through it with brow product, and that's kind of how I do my brows every day. So I finished one off. I really liked it. It was the green one. I got it from Asda and it was super cheap. So if you're looking to do the soap brow trends, instead of laminating your brows, which probably did more harm than good to my eyebrows, just stick to the soap. And then next up is my Coco and Eve Like a Virgin hair mask. I did a whole review video on this, and to be honest I concluded that it wasn't worth the money. Goodness, my hair is all stuck to it. I concluded this wasn't worth the money for the results that I got. However, I've had a lot of requests to try different Coco and Eve products, and I've seen that they've recently released like an elixir for the hair. I'm all for trying different products from different brands, so if there's ever any product that you see that you want me to try out, do let me know, because I will try and get my hands on it. Even though this hair mask wasn't for me, I'm happy to try more products from the brand to see if my opinion changes, to see if this was just a product that didn't work on my hair type. However, another one might. So I'm completely open-minded when it comes to hair products, and I'm never put off particularly by a brand unless they do something really bad. So just to have one product I didn't like doesn't put me off. I'm definitely wanting to try more from the brand, and hopefully I'll have more videos coming up on my channel soon. So if there are any of their products you want me to try out or add to another order, again, let me know and I will try that. This one just wasn't for me. I didn't like the coconut fragrance, which I know is something that they really strive on having, is that like barley smelling tropical smell. For me, coconut, I just don't like it. It's personal preference. You might love it though, so I don't say like totally don't check them out, but it just wasn't for me. But hopefully I can try like other products from them and see if my opinion changes. But this one just wasn't amazing in my opinion. Definitely not worth the money either. So that is all of my empty products from kind of December to January 2021. I hope that you've enjoyed this video and you're happy to see my empties videos coming back. If so, do let me know. It means so much to have your support. And again, thank you so much to everyone that has subscribed to my channel lately. I just love making videos so much, and I'm so pleased that you like watching them too. So if you did enjoy this one, do give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel grow and helps new people find my videos, which is ultimately the best feeling in the world. If you haven't already, please do consider hitting that subscribe button and being notified when I upload new videos. I upload twice a week, on a Wednesday at 5 PM and on a Saturday at 8 AM. But that's all from me today. I hope that you have a lovely day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!